Any device needs a user manual, and visual devices are no different. A style sheet is the set of essential instructions for using logos. Let's learn how to make one. The Golden Arches are one of the most famous brands in the world. But can you imagine if McDonald's used a slightly different logo in different places? Or if the logo colors were never the same? Without consistent use, the brand stops being so recognizable. It might even look disorganized or making mistakes. In a nutshell, consistency is everything when it comes to branding. For a large company, brand guidelines are sometimes hundreds of pages long, showing how every physical and digital touchpoint should look. A logo style sheet, on the other hand, is a starting point. It's a concise set of instructions a designer creates to explain how to use a logo. In a business, any number of people might produce communications. Some might be designers, others might not. What's important is everyone uses the logo in the same way. A logo style sheet communicates the essential rules to be distributed easily and effectively to anyone in the business. The instructions are presented visually and written info is minimal. It's the sort of thing a staff member might pin above their desk. A style sheet focuses on the primary logo and any important variations. Modular components like an optional pictogram or a longer wordmark. A horizontal and vertical version of the logo designed for different orientations. A logo's scale and position is very important for brand consistency. One business might always use their logo small in the lower left corner. This becomes something people recognize and expect. Another business might have their logo front and center in a large size at the top. This again becomes familiar to the audience. Including scale and position on a style sheet will ensure consistency wherever the logo is used. Padding or space around guards the logo from being crowded by other elements. It ensures a logo sits at a consistent distance from the edge of any document or asset. Padding is relative to the logo. A reference point like the letter height is used to measure the space to leave around the logo. This is so, regardless of scale, the spacing will always be proportionate to the logo. Of course, color is essential for brand consistency. A style sheet will define the main logo colors. This might be a single primary brand color or a specific combination. Include color formulas for screen, like RGB and hex codes, as well as for print, like Pantone and CMYK values. Grayscale possibilities might also be outlined. Remember, a logo style sheet concentrates on the simpler, essential rules about using the logo. More complex branding requirements would be saved for a longer, multi-page brand guide. A brand style guide and a logo style sheet are complementary documents and evolve over time. Typography is an important part of any brand. On the logo style sheet, specify fonts used by the company. Include info about weights, styles, and font pairings. A logo style sheet might include some simple do's and don'ts. These are popular and easy to understand because they are visual. For example, do use the correct brand colors. Don't use tints or shades. Do use the complete logo. Don't crop the logo. Do follow the measurements and placement. Don't stretch, rotate, or distort the logo. Another way to ensure a client has the best chance of success might be to include mock-ups. Demonstrate the logo on social media assets or a sample website landing page, or templates of commonly used documents like a letterhead or invoice. Address the client's immediate needs and deliver what is useful. Then, once a logo and its style sheet have been delivered to a client, keep in touch with them. Clients invest in a logo, and the designer can help make the most of this investment. Brands evolve over time, and by going above and beyond, the designer will ensure the logo is used correctly.